Hello, boys and girls. Let's look at assignment 2 for Ms. Costas' work this week. It starts on slide 14, and it is the instructions before reading the story. So the instructions say, number 1, read the story carefully. Number 2, use the close reading strategies. Number 3, answer the questions. And number 4, revise your answers. Check punctuation, grammar, and punctuation. The story is called The Wolf and the Kid. And before we begin, I would just like to remind you that a kid in this story is another name for a baby goat. It's not a child or a person. So keep that in mind as we're reading the story. The story starts on slide 16. There once was a little kid whose growing horns made him think he was a grown-up billy goat and able to take care of himself. So one evening when the flock started home from the pasture and his mother called, the kid paid no heed and kept right on nibbling the tender grass. A little later, when he lifted his head, the flock was gone. He was all alone. The sun was sinking. Long shadows came creeping over the ground. A chilly little wind came creeping with them, making scary noises in the grass. The kid shivered as he thought of the terrible wolf. Then he started wildly over the field, bleating for his mother. But not halfway, near a clump of trees, there was the wolf. The kid knew there was little hope for him. "Please, Mr. Wolf," he said, trembling, "I know you are going to eat me, but first, please pipe me a tune, for I want to dance and be merry as long as I can." The wolf liked the idea of a little music before eating, so he struck up a merry tune, and the kid leaped and frisked gaily. Meanwhile, the flock was moving slowly homeward. In the still evening air, the wolf's piping carried far. The shepherd dogs pricked up their ears. They recognized the song the wolf sings before a feast, and in a moment they were racing back to the pasture. The wolf's song ended suddenly, and as he ran with the dogs at his heels, he called himself a fool for turning piper to please a kid when he should have stuck to his butcher's trade. On slide number 18, it says, using your own words, explain the most important thing that happened in each paragraph. So complete that graphic organizer with the most important thing from each paragraph. And then if we go to slide 19, the directions are to use your notes in the graphic organizer to answer the questions. Number 1, what was the purpose of the wolf in this story? What sentence supports your answer? Number 2, what did interfere with the wolf's purpose? And number 3, which is on the following slide, what did the wolf learn in this story? And what is your evidence for all of these? All right, the last slide is the cool down, in which you complete the sentence using the best answer. In conclusion, the theme or lesson of a story is: A, brain can help you to solve problems that are impossible. B, don't let anything or anyone turn you away from your purpose. Or 2, I know this because in the story, and you'll cite the evidence. All right, I hope it went well. See you next week.